I feel the earth move under my feet. I feel the sky come tumbling down. Or is it? Well, I remember having a lot of fun telling everyone about why flat Earth doesn't work and why the heliocentric model is better than the geocentric one. I thought I would go a little further down the rabbit hole. The first astronomical thing that any living creature likely notices is that, as seen from Earth, the sun rises in the east each day and sets in the west. Now, for those of you on the poles, okay, I get it. You're not going to see the same thing. The sun appears to move in half of a great circle throughout the sky. What's more is that if you look up at night, you'll find that the night sky appears to move along a similar path. The entire heaven rotates, as a matter of fact. So, as you can see on the photos, we are showing a time lapse of that. Now, why does this happen? Well, excuse me. First, it turns out that one of two possible explanations is that the Earth could be stationary and everything in the heavens, including the sun, stars, moon, and planets, could be revolving around the Earth once a day. Okay. That would be the flat Earth theory. The other option, though, is that these objects in the sky don't move so rapidly around the Earth once per day, but rather than having everything orbit the Earth could simply be rotating. How could we know? Are there tests that we could perform? Well, absolutely. Well, one would hope that there's an easy way to see the rotation of the Earth and eliminate all doubt. Now, we have to remember things like atmosphere rotates at a constant rate with the Earth. That means that when you leave the ground, airplanes don't suddenly watch the Earth spin by it. It's because the atmosphere is actually turning with, and therefore it's just kind of fixed. Minus the thrust, which when you apply it, then you move forward against or with. But as far as we're concerned, with the atmosphere moving at a steady rate, of course, this just proves, I've seen guys put things online like, well, if you did that, you would immediately be going this fast and blah, blah. That is so much crap. They have taken out the atmosphere equation. And that also is going to come to play in the gravity equation as well. Now, I'm watching some of you guys who claim to be truthers actually run with this stuff, and you're not doing anybody any favors with that. Now, the key figure, it turns out, the simplest way to prove that the Earth is revolving is actually with a pendulum. That's right, a pendulum. Something that's been around and proven in the 1850s. Okay, so if you have a perfect pendulum, it will simply swing back and forth in a straight line forever until something like air resistance slows it down to a full stop. For a very long, very heavy pendulum, this could take days. But if you have a perfect pendulum that lives on, a rotating planet, very interesting thing happens. The pendulum, swinging back and forth, will be affected by the Earth's rotation. The effect won't be visible in just a few swings. In fact, if you were at 30 degrees north latitude, and I'll put that up so you can see that, it would take 2 full days for the pendulum to spin around once, or 5 minutes for it to rotate a mere 1 degree. So, if you do this, well, actually, the first time this was demonstrated was in 1851 by the Frenchman Leon Foucault, and the device is now known as the Foucault pendulum. In fact, there are many of these all over the world, including the world's heaviest one in Portland, Oregon. The results are almost immediately striking. The simplest way to do it is to build a long pendulum with a heavy mass and tie it off at a small but significant 5 to 10 degree angle. Leave it in overnight, and in the morning come in and mark its position. Then burn the string you used to tie it off. Why burn it? Because this way you won't accidentally introduce any angular momentum. The pendulum will simply swing back and forth in a straight line. So you have a pure experiment. And then come back to it. Or if you've got some time, just watch it go. You know what you'll see? The pendulum indeed rotates at exact rate you'd expect if the Earth rotated once per day, regardless of your latitude. Not only that, there are some pendulum out there that are situated with a spike on their bottoms and a sand pit beneath them to draw in. Over the course of a day, they trace out a very telling pattern. This is first-hand, easy proof that the Earth indeed moves. Although we already knew it via other means, this is an experiment that anyone can do with a little effort, and many people all over the world have. In fact, some people even videotape it. And that's how you know the Earth moves, and how you can demonstrate it to anyone who thinks otherwise. This is what we got. So at this point, I'm going to let you see this quick video of a Foucault's pendulum. And this one is actually in Houston at the Museum of Science. So, with that, let's take a look.
So I'm at Houston Museum of Natural Science, in front of the Foucault pendulum. So I'm waiting for the pendulum to tip over one of the pillars.
So, that's what we got. A pendulum, heavy mass, a long support device, wire, cable, string, whatever, will show that the Earth is spinning. I have yet to see a flat Earth proponent try to even tackle this problem. And because they don't tackle it because it disproves flat Earth. So that's where we're sitting. And, I've yet to have a flat earther take me up on my offer to debate this. They will not, because I have too many facts and I can disprove all their theories, all parts of their theory. They use the wrong formula for figuring drop. Do they forget that the Earth is not perfectly round? No, they don't forget that. They just choose not to acknowledge it. So when Degrassi said that the Earth was sort of pear-shaped, they showed in one of their videos, they show this Earth with a pear shape. I mean, it looked like a pear with a stem and everything, which was taking what he said far, far, far out of context. He was just kind of describing how it's oblong and not a perfect sphere. And of course, these Nunga heads go and take it a step beyond where they should, and, just to make their point. Which there is no point to ridiculous theories like that. There is far more evidence to the contrary. I've never seen anything. I worked in Antarctica for 6 months, 2-3 month sections, and you could see the curve plain as day. You know what you need, though? You need about 3,000 to 4,000 miles to see a real good curve, to see it off in the distance. When they show you those clips where it seems to be flat, they're only showing you a small section of that. And so, then they try to say, oh, the GoPro this. They didn't have GoPros back in the 60s, the 70s, and 80s, 90s even. GoPro is a fairly new phenomenon. And for them to use that convex bull crap, well, yeah, it makes me crazy that they'll twist things up the way they do. But, hey, whatever. Anyway, that's this slice of the information pie for you this time. And my offer's still open to flat earthers. You want to try to prove your point? Bring it. I'll debate you on Skype, and we'll let everybody else figure out whether or not they believe you or whether they believe the truth. So, to all you supposed truthers out there who say, oh, we're going to show you the truth. You don't know. You know why you don't know? Because you choose not to. Whatever. Round Earth is not a theory. Flat Earth is, because it cannot be proven. Incredible. So anyway, no matter what you throw out there, there's a perfectly easy way to disprove you. So, have a great day. This is another slice of your information pie. And yes, folks, the Earth is round. Have a good day.